pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Bollinger,
Here.
Mr. Fisher, Mrs. Barb Fisher,
Here.
Mrs. Holtz, Mrs. Kirschner,
Here.
Mrs. Minor,
Here.
Mr. Sayers,
Here.
Mr. Liller, and Mrs. Ferguson.
Here. I need a motion to approve the regular board meeting minutes from April 27th and also the study session from May 11th. Second? I'll second. See. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Presentation and reports. Michelle, you're up first.
Two quick items for me. First, congratulations to the boys baseball team. Two great victories Friday and today. Conversation at the game was the last time that our baseball team qualified for states, and the rumor out there right now is like 2017 or before then even. So it's been a few years, so congratulations to the team. Coaches are really excited, fans were really excited. Secondly, not in any particular order, reminder of graduation. To me, it's our most important event of the year, every year, and that is the 29th. So board, if you have not gotten back to Mr. McDowell or Ms. Miller, please do so about your attendance. I'll hear from you if you haven't done that yet, so that's it.
That's all. Easy. Mr. Taylor's not here. Mr. Will, do you have anything tonight?
We'll continue to work on the audit. We made a lot of progress today. We're more than 70% with our PBC requests, so we're moving right along.
Well, thank you. Ms. Depp?
I don't really have anything other to say that everyone's winding down the year and our department's really ramping up to start our busy season as we start to prepare for our infrastructure projects that are taking place this summer, including our phone upgrade and our network infrastructure replacement.
Thank you. Mr. Hofactor?
First, the elementary school wanted me to share that their end of the year Acadian scores are showing really good growth across the school. They're crediting a lot of this to how they've been purposefully using their win blocks with not just teachers but staff to get those small groups and make sure they can really get their targeted work with their students. They had a really successful spring musical. They did Go Fish. This was the first time that they had a full stage crew involved as well that did all the painting of the sets and all the props and everything. And afterwards, the National Honor Society sold Mr. G's ice cream and their handmade ceramic bowls as a fundraiser. Everything I've heard was that went really well. Our band and chorus have done some competitions lately where they're scored, and they did really well in those things. The band and chorus, their spring concerts were very entertaining. All our students showing their growth throughout the year is really nice to see at the end. This year I found particularly exciting with the band. Our newly formed ensemble, our handbell group in the middle school, they opened the act, so that was nice to see. We had an 8th grade at the end of the year, a comprehensive Holocaust museum project that they completed. They did in-depth research. The resources that they used were funded by the Mark Schonwetter Holocaust Educational Foundation grant that we were awarded this year. They used our 3D printers for their final projects, our laser engraver. So they really tried to bring everything, a lot of our new additions to the school this year, they tried to build into this project. Middle school wise, all the buildings, we're looking at transitions right now, going from middle school or elementary to middle, middle to high. Specifically, the other week, we had our fourth graders come over to visit. That's always fun to see the fourth graders getting to see the new building. This year, we added one of the evenings afterwards. We had an event for the parents to come with their students. We ended that with a scavenger hunt for the fourth graders so they could show their parents around all the stuff that they saw when they were here during the day. They were able to just get more familiar with the building, get some ease, hopefully ease some of their nerves with that transition. And to talk about these transitions, we're also working with our 7th and 8th graders. Our 8th graders recently took a field trip to Shippensburg. Earlier in the year, we went to ACTI. This year, later in the year, we took them to Shippensburg, kind of see that university, get that university feel. Actually, when we were at lunch, I saw one of my former students there, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I wish we would have done this when I was in middle school. It would have really helped make this like easier, helped me see the big picture when I was there." So that was really neat to get to see. Our 7th graders right now, Wednesday, they're going on their second field trip in a series. The first one was last week. They went to see one of 3 future opportunities. We looked at last week. One group went to Wellspan, one went to the Franklin County Courthouse, and one went to Liberty Mountain. They got to see different, just kind of all Liberty has to offer, all the different job fields at the courthouse. They got to see a lot of the different opportunities that there are there. And then Wednesday, we have 2 groups. We have one going to Volvo and one going to Boyer Orchards. Kind of the students get to pick the option they think best aligns with what they're going to do. Some of them hopefully go that way. Some of them might find out, oh, that is not the way I'm going to go. But that's the whole purpose of the trips, is for them to get that experience. And the last thing I want to bring up, if you haven't been down to see it at the Carroll Valley Borough office, we still have student artwork on display. My favorite is always the 3D recreations of the elementary school artwork that they make. It's always so neat to see them bring the drawings that the elementary school students do to life with some 3D art. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. It's there until May 26th.
Thank you. You had lots of updates tonight. Thank you. All right, so I have public comment, and it looks like, Mr. Greathouse, you have agenda items that you want to talk about? You're out first.
Oh, okay. That's it. Yeah, I was gonna talk, you saw in the Emmitsburg Journal about the tax increase you guys were considering. And having taught financial management, I appreciate what our business manager and y'all have done to get it down. So we'll leave that alone. What I am concerned about is academic performance. According to NISH, you guys, Fairfield's dropped from 5th to 6th among the districts in Adams County academically. You rank 300th out of nearly 500 school districts in Pennsylvania. When I was on the board about 16 years ago now, I got elected, Fairfield was in the bottom 3rd. When I left, we were in the top 3rd. So it can be done. And we had to deal with Common Core. It was forgettable. So, and I find it commendable that you're reaching out to corporations and that kind of stuff to have students see some real world experience. It's certainly helpful and important. It's a shame it can't happen maybe when they're in 9th grade, to give them an idea on the kind of directions they want to pursue. And you all are stuck with an antiquated system that you're trying to make the best of. You got the old Horace Mann and the Prussian model and John Dewey and the progressive model that's 100 years old. And that's what the public schools are based on, basically. And you struggle with, what do you got, 880 some odd students, K through 12. It's tough. And it's tough to keep teachers in a small school. So I commend you for being able to make that happen. But I guess I hang out at the coffee shop up the road at Deja Brew, and I hear people talking. I live in the southwest section of Carroll Valley. Hear people saying, well, what are we going to do to lift student academic performance? They don't get out and read. I mean, in retirement, I write top selling Western books, but I read. I probably read 10 books a month. How many of your kids are doing that? Anything close to that? 1 book a month, maybe, other than a textbook. And if you don't read, knowledge is power, and you get that reading. And I don't know what can be done, but there's got to be some way to lift the students. I remember when I know I'm probably running over my 3 minutes, but we got elementary school, we always got fabulous reports. Middle school, we got great reports. But I found in the reports back then that we got from the high school, with all due respect, we heard a lot about music and sports and art and all that kind of stuff, and not nearly enough about academic performance. I know you had a touch of it. So I would hope that we really laser in on lifting them up. I remember assistant coaching and listening to kids reading team members reading, middle schoolers reading, and it was anything multisyllabic was like, ouch. We got to do better. And so that's really what I'm here to lift it up. Let's see get them up to at least 3 or 4 in the county.
Thank you very much, and we will do our best.
I hope so. I'm sure you will.
All right, no other public comment on agenda items. So I have consent agenda, A through Q. Is there any questions on A through Q? No questions? Then I need a motion,
So moved.
second. Any discussion on anything? And I need a roll call vote, please.
Mrs. Bollinger,
Yes.
Mrs. Fisher,
Yes.
Mrs. Kirschner,
Yes.
Mrs. Minor,
Yes.
Mr. Sayers,
Yes.
and Mrs. Ferguson Miller.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Well, now that that is approved, I would like to welcome Zach Pence as our new AD. So welcome to Fairfield. Welcome back. And also Jessica Allen as our middle school 5th grade teacher. So welcome. All right, then I have other action items, letter A. Any discussion on that? No discussion, I just need a motion and a second, please.
So moved.
Second? I'll second. And then I need roll call vote on that, please.
And Mrs. Bollinger,
Yes.
Mrs. Fisher,
Yes.
Mrs. Kirschner,
Yes.
Mrs. Minor,
Yes.
Mr. Sayers,
Yes.
and Mrs. Ferguson Miller.
Yes. Do I have any other discussion items or anything that I have missed this evening? Anything, talk about anything?
I just attended the 4th grade band concert. It was good. I understood everything they played.
That's good. Awesome.
Yeah, now I'm
I'm a big fan of the arts and stuff like that. I never learned how to play an instrument, so it's fun to watch my son do it. It's fun to see kids be passionate about it, even though they're not really thinking about it that way right now. But hopefully they continue with middle school. The middle school band director was there tonight too. So we got to meet him as well. It's good.
That's good. Thank you for that update.
Yep.
I had a voluntary transfer for Adrian Harmon from elementary personal care assistant to elementary cafeteria aide, effective August 17th. And then I have public comment. Mr. Jones.
So I missed this 5 out a month because I'm here to try and get y'all to spend a little bit of money. I want to talk about automatic external defibrillators. I think everybody on the board probably knows what they are. We have a lot around the school district. At the beginning of last fall sports season, my son, who's on the varsity soccer team, the coach had him run a small drill from the boys soccer practice field. How long does it take to get to the closest accessible AED? Round trip, it took two of their fastest kids 6 minutes. In a cardiac arrest situation, your survival drops 10 minutes or 10% by every minute that you're not defibrillated. That means that somebody in cardiac arrest on that field had a 40% chance of survival. Had that defibrillator been available right there, placed in a minute or two, they had an 80 to 90% chance of survival. If that happens. I laid out some distances using Google Earth. It's over a quarter mile from the stadium to that AED. If for some reason that AED is broken, out of service, whatever, and the athletic trainer is over here at the girls' soccer field during practice, it's almost 0.7 miles. And in a golf cart, that's over 3 minutes to cover. And that's if that athletic trainer is alerted right away. I mean, I know Heather's really good and really on it, but things happen in communication in a short span. So I did a little bit. So to me, it's super important to have, and not just for the boys soccer team, but the girls practice in field hockey. I mean, the closest for them is a stadium. Yes, it's a short sprint. There's an issue with the gate or something like that. My personal opinion and a lot of industry standard around the athletic training world is that you should have the AED with you at the field. I've had opportunity to do a good bit of training with a company that teaches athletic directors or athletic trainers emergency medicine. And I've worked with anything from school districts all the way up to Easter weekend. I got to go teach the New York Yankees right in the stadium. It was pretty awesome. My point there is like the standard is to have the equipment readily available. And when I was researching this today, I noticed I came across there's a new law, a new bill that just passed through the Pennsylvania, Governor Shapiro just signed it, the Greg Moyer Act. It mandates by 2029 that an AED be readily available at all athletic events and includes practices. And the bill, readily accessible is the term they use in the bill. And Pennsylvania law, this is according to Google now, means it can be reached safely and immediately. It also has some other stipulations, don't need a ladder, don't have to move furniture. The only impediment can be a key. So if it's in a lockbox and a key is easily available, that's the only impediment. But my thought process was the boys soccer team, they're out there, they're pretty far out by themselves. And then right now, the boys baseball team, they're a good bit away. Like they're a little bit closer to AED, but getting back up that hill is going to be tough. So anyway, I did a little bit of research. Again, my thought process is, and this is just my thought process this afternoon talking about this or thinking about this, but the school could probably cover this with like 2 new AEDs. Now they're expensive. We have around the campus, we have the brand we have is Zoll. The lowest price model they have is called the AED Plus. It's about $2,100. That doesn't come with any of the accessories like the defibrillator paddles and that sort of thing. They're about $60 to $80 a piece. You need 2 pair, adult and pediatric. So you're probably looking at maybe $2,200. There's also a company out there that does leases on the AEDs, and they'll do the maintenance on them as well. And that's $30 a month. It's a 4-year lease. It works out to about $365 a year. At the end of the 4 years, it's $1,460. That to me is super cheap. I have to dig in a little bit deeper because if it is too good to be true, it probably is. But But anyway, so that's kind of where I'm at. I know the board can't approve that kind of money tonight, but I wanted to put it on, all on your radar. I approached the athletic director, the outgoing athletic director last fall, after I learned about the little sprint trial they did, and he was sort of resistant. He felt that that was good enough. He also felt that since the soccer coach was an elementary school teacher, that you could get into the elementary school. I didn't feel like that was good enough. I debated it with him a little bit and realized I was debating the cinder block wall. But here I am. I wanna lay this out. I just wanted to put this on everybody's plate. I had no idea the new athletic director would be here, so. Hey man, I'm gonna put you on the spot first day. No, but anyway, that's all I have. I just wanted to put this on your radar because I know that this is, to me, this is very important. I'm a full-time paramedic, firefighter paramedic as a living, so I really delve into these numbers. I have actually seen this work in Frederick County, Maryland. Last season, a football player, maybe it was the season before, football player went down on the field, the AED was right there, and he survived. We've also seen in professional sports, Christian Eriksen, who's a Dutch soccer player, he went in cardiac arrest on the field, he survived. And then the more famous one with Americans is Lamar Jackson of the Buffalo Bills. Again, these are top tier teams, but the one thing they all had in common is something we in Fairfield can have is this $2,000 device. And again, the Moyer's Law was created after a young man, 14-year-old freshman, died at a basketball game. From cardiac arrest. And that school was pretty negligent, in my opinion. They had no AEDs available according to what I read on it today. But anyway, I'd just like to see Fairfield can get ahead of this law a little bit and be a little more proactive. That'd be awesome. So anyway, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you for bringing that to our attention very much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. All right, so our next board meeting is in the study room June 8th for our study session at 6 p.m. We met for an executive session on May 11th and May 14th for personal and legal matters. And we had a $200 donation from Karen Weddle to help single moms, so I appreciate that. And then I just need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.